Hey, I'm Josh McDermitt. This is Michael Cudlitz. We are in Paris, France, representing The Walking Dead, meeting the fans, having a great time. And I guess we're interviewing each other. We don't really ever talk to each other outside of these conventions.
We don't ever talk to each other unless we have to.
And right now I guess we have to. So we're going to
Incredibly unfortunate.
Ask questions of each other. Glasses, so, but
I'm going to read your question.
I'm going to read the question because thankfully they use a large font. Sorry, this is in English. After all these years working together, what's the one thing you think people would be surprised to learn about me?
About you?
Yeah. After all these years working together, what's the one thing you think people would be surprised to learn about me?
How much of a foodie you are.
I thought you were going to be mean.
No.
I thought you were going to be very mean.
I have not chosen violence today.
I was wincing. I was like, here it comes. Yeah, no.
No, you're Josh. Josh loves a wonderful restaurant. Loves good service. Respects good service because we know what goes into that, and really respects amazing cuisine.
Yeah. That's very true.
And we'll go out of his way for it.
Absolutely. And for me, it doesn't have to be only a Michelin-starred restaurant. It could be the hole in the wall that's doing something really fantastic and special. So I'm constantly asking around, asking people that I know that are traveling, whose tastes that I respect, like, where are you going? And I seek places out for sure. Okay, good. I'm glad you were nice. I guess I'll be nice. I'm going to be nice then. We'll be nice to each other. We'll be nice.
So, what is? I guess I know what this was. What is your best memory with me?
I can't say.
There's so many though.
I can't say.
No, but there's so many.
There are so many. Gosh, I mean, if we want to get.
It doesn't have to be just the show. I mean, we've traveled the world together.
I know. Well, I'm just thinking of like you and I took a trip to Nashville early on.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it rained.
And it rained, and we had a good time, and we met up with a friend of yours, and she took us to these restaurants that were great. But I don't know. You know, honestly, I'm just going to take it back to my first memory of you. Because this, I think, set the stage for like who you are and what our relationship would be. We were both on the plane together, flying to Atlanta from Los Angeles, and because of the secrecy of the show, we're not allowed to like acknowledge that, hey, tell people I'm doing Walking Dead. We weren't allowed to say, and I knew you were sitting there because I knew who you were, and I was sitting across the aisle from you, and I was just trying to play it cool because I'm a big fan of yours.
I can reenact this moment.
Yeah, and then the plane lands in Atlanta, and I'm just nervous, and then this is what you did. You reached across the aisle. And it was one of those where I was like, he's just as excited as I am. And I loved it.
And we can't say a word.
And all these people don't know who, like, we're about to go play on the show and stuff like that. That was really fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do another question. And you can grab your question in advance.
All right.
Okay, next question. If you could have been another character in the show, who would you have chosen and why?
Well, we always, like, jokingly in panels, we always go with Baby Judith.
And the reason why is because we poop ourselves enough on set that, like, if we're Baby Judith,
somebody else is taking care of it.
Yeah.
They're feeding us, they're taking care of us, they're protecting us, we have no idea what's going on. But I think to actually be another character, who would I want to be? I don't know. Maybe Negan.
Oh, you'd be a good
It'd be
Negan.
fun. Yeah,
It
we
would
talked
be a
about
very
it afterwards. Scott and I talked about that. He's like, actually, that would have been interesting.
You would have been a different Negan.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what's great is like what you would have brought would have been completely different than what Jeff was doing, which is
course,
also
yeah.
great. And it's like that's kind of the beauty of just the interpretations that actors can bring to a role. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, if there were anyone from the cast with whom you would have liked to share more scenes with?
Oh, well, I think the obvious answer is you. But since that's obvious, I'm going to depart, and I'm going to say Rick. And honestly, I gotta say Daryl, Rick and Daryl. I mean, I got to work with both Andy and Norman a little bit. Sometimes they were in the scene together, and then also individually. But I like working with them, but I also like watching my character interact with them and watching like Daryl's reactions to Eugene's behaviors. Isms. Like, I just think that's really funny, and I wish I could have done that more. Who knows? Maybe we'll do that on a spin-off, a new spin-off with Daryl and Eugene.
Yeah, it's not over yet. Well, it's not over yet, and you're all still alive.
We're all still alive. Okay, I'll take another one. Here we go. Are you satisfied with your character's ending?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can what if anything to death, but I think it's a better ending than the graphic novel. I think Kirkman thinks it's a better ending than the graphic novel. I would have liked to, and this doesn't mean I'm dissatisfied with the ending. I personally, like a lot of the fans, wish that they had not killed both Stephen and I at the same time. I feel like it was a waste because either one of us was huge, and then they could have spread that out, and I feel like it would have had even more impact because it would have just kept beating the audience up. I feel like some people feel it was a bridge too far and they stopped watching for a minute, and I agree with that. I personally thought it was too much, and what could have been gotten out of that was, and not even a really long life per se, but a few more episodes with Sasha in All Out War, showing the two of us being soldiers together. I think the audience would have loved.
That would have been great.
Yeah, so that's it. But yeah, no, I'm satisfied.
Okay. Get your glasses out.
Well, I'm gonna pick another one because you answered this kind of. The question is what was your first impression when you met me?
Oh yeah, so grab
another
one.
Answer that with because we were on the plane.
I made up that story.
That was awesome.
I made up that story about us meeting.
Okay, do you have a favorite memory at a convention?
There's so many to choose.
Yeah.
So many to choose from. Gosh, wow. It's really tough. There's
what memory do you have, like, where you think something happened and you thought nobody would believe this if I told them happened?
I'm not gonna answer that. There's so many of those too, but I'm actually just gonna talk about a lot of the fans that I meet who are fans of Eugene, and so it's not one memory, but it's a collective memory, or a collection of memories from people where they come up and they talk about how much Eugene meant to them, and watching him get strength gave them strength to persevere through being bullied at school. Just life can be difficult for them in ways, anxiety, and they see the strength that he was able to find, and it gave them strength, and to see how much the show means to them, and for them to share those personal stories. Sorry, a lot of people tell me that this show saved their life, and that's a really hard thing to hear. The reason it's hard is because to know what they're going through, and I'm so happy that this was able to be that for them, and so to experience that for people, those are my favorite memories. Just as much as someone else, like, oh my God, Michael Cudlitz, like, I love that too, but. Yeah, it's those are my favorite memories for sure. It's just sharing those personal details with people. Awesome. Yeah. Oh, I got another one for you. If our characters crossed paths again 5 years from now, where do you think we'd find them?
Well, you'd probably have to find Eugene would be at a graveyard.
Yeah, with a with a shovel, just digging you up. Oh, there you are. I didn't expect to see you here. Fancy seeing you here.
Yeah, this gets into the what ifs world. So like we'd have to be like, if we were to cross paths in 5 years, would mean I was alive, which would mean that something happened that separated us. So I can't go down that road. I think that at the end, when they said goodbye to each other, there was an understanding of respect and love between the two. And I think that it would be just, for whatever reason that did separate them, they were getting together 5 years and Abraham was still alive. I think it would just be sort of a lot of catching up and, what have you been doing?
Yeah.
From a place of love and respect, like a long lost family member.
Yeah. All right. We got just a couple more here.
We gonna do them all?
Yeah.
What's one habit of mine that drives you crazy and one that you'd actually miss?
It's the same one.
I know, it's like I just fucking talk too much.
No. It's just you're a dad, and you're always a dad, and I'm just always being dadded by you.
I don't dad you that much.
No, you don't dad me that much, but it's just funny.
I try to not dad.
But that's like you're a dad. You're a good dad, and you just you say dad things.
Dad things. I think I've always said dad. I think when I was like 17, I was saying dad things.
You're like the responsible one in any room.
Yeah.
I know. That's all. It doesn't actually drive me nuts, but it is the thing that I miss. It's the thing that I think a lot of us say, okay, Dad, like...
What would Michael do?
Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely ask that. Okay, next question. If you could relive one day from our time on the show together, which day would it be, and why? These are really good questions and also really hard questions to answer because I feel like there's a lot of choices, a lot of things to choose from.
I think it would be many days, and they would all be inside the episode that I directed you in.
Oh.
Because I just had so much fun working with you on that side of the camera, and being just sort of to nudge you in certain ways, or because you didn't need a lot of direction. It was more about, you didn't need any direction. It was more about just finding other choices.
Yeah.
So that was just a bounty of riches. I mean, it was honestly sort of what can we do, what can we play with in this moment to get more options in the editing room, and it was just so much fun to work with you.
Well, yeah, thank you. It was fun to work with you on that too because we had just like a shorthand.
Yeah.
We understand. We've just talked about acting and work so much that you didn't even have to come up and say what you needed to say. You could just reduce it to one word, and I knew exactly where you wanted me to go with something, and that's always fun because then that to me feels like a true collaboration instead of me trying to decipher something that you've said. No, it was one word or just like a quick phrase, and boom, I got it. Let's do this. Okay. This might be the final question. Oh, we have one more. We might both answer it. We'll see.
What's your favorite storyline and episode in the show, and why?
I've said this a lot, and I move off of it because other episodes and storylines come up, and I'm like, oh, but I like that too. And I go, there's so many. But in season 3, I think it's episode 12, the episode called Clear, where they find Morgan in his apartment with all the writing on the wall where he's gone nuts. That episode, I was on the edge of my seat, literally, on my couch, just like, what? And I was like, I'm calling my friend, like, you watching this episode? It was like incredible acting, a really cool story because it was removed from the main thread of the storyline that was happening. And we got to learn so much about where someone was. And then, without that, when you meet Morgan again, you wouldn't know what's happening or what he's been through. So I loved that episode. It really solidified my love for the show. I had already loved the show at that point, and I wasn't on the show at that point. But that episode to me, which was written by Scott Gimple, by the way, and he had the flu when he wrote it, and he wrote it in his hotel room in bed in like 6 days, just with the flu. That's probably why it's such a crazy episode. He was on NyQuil or whatever, cough syrup. Okay, final question. Oh, what's the next dream you want to check off your bucket list?
I'm going to take a family trip where we all get along. If you know, you know.
I want to go on that trip.
You can. Your family.
Well, yeah, but we get along.
Yeah.
We had Thanksgiving once where everybody got along.
Yeah,
It was great.
yeah.
It was a fun.
Also Thanksgiving.
That was one of my favorites. Okay. Well, thank you so much. It's been great sharing, going down memory lane with
Yes.
you, and I hope you enjoyed watching.
We always love coming to Paris, and we love our French fans and our fans all over the world, but there's a special place for us in Paris.
For sure.